In these videos here, I trade on the pre-race horse markets on Betfair. I use small stakes to illustrate one very important point. If you are a beginner trader, you have to start with small stakes. If you try and trade with large stakes, you are guaranteed to lose money. You have to start with small stakes, you have to learn how the market moves, why it moves, and build up your confidence. And that is the purpose of my videos, to show you that even with small stakes, if you just concentrate on getting the trade correct and not focus on the profit, you'll progress really fast, okay? So we'll jump in and do some trading. And we're at Surfwell, a very small race. See what we can do here. There's not a lot of action happening right now. It's only 56,000 matched in the market. There's a bit of money coming in here for this 4-force. But there doesn't seem to be a reaction in any of the other horses. Just going to quickly jump on the lay side here of this 4-force here, because it took a bit of money there, but there was no real reaction or anything in any of their horses, and the money stopped. So that usually indicates that it's going to retract for a few ticks. But again, I'll just have to see how that goes. So I'll leave that there for now. See if that gets taken. Doesn't look like it's going to, but we'll see. See, this one here is coming down towards the 4. Chances are when it hits the 4, it is going to bounce back, because there's all these horses there are going to, because it's such a small field, they are going to play off each other. So if it hits like 4-2, 4-1, it probably is going to bounce back, but we'll see. Again, we'll see how that goes there. Now nothing's really happening here, so I'll probably just drag that down here just to scratch it off. Because like I said, the longer you are in a trade, the more vulnerable we become, and also the 5-minute mark is coming up. That's when a large influx of money is going to hit the market. So the reason nothing's happening is because there's no money coming in. Look, there's only 10 pence, £10. So there's no money actually coming into the market here. But what I'll do now is I'm going to jump on the opposite side of this horse here. I'm going to jump on the 6 here for £100. With anticipation of there's money coming in for this horse, because you can see the favourite is continuing to drift off. And it looks like the second favourite is going to push through to 4, which is going to apply more pressure on the favourite here. And again, if this continues to go down, it's very annoying when you don't get your whole stake matched. It's so frustrating, especially if you do get it correct. I'll just pop in a few extra points here just to offset my stake there. So you can see the second favourite has now broken through the 4. I'll put my stop loss up here, just in case it comes crashing back up again. But I will leave this here, because I see this here. I think it's going to keep coming down, keep coming in rather. I will pop in a few more exit points here. I'll suppose do one more there, just to give myself a little bit more space. But I will leave this here. If it hits my stop loss, it hits the stop loss. I'm quite happy just to leave that there for now. So you can see here the third one here did bounce off the 4.2 and is now drifting off. not a lot happening. Very nice if there's more money coming in here for this 4th horse. It'd be very lovely if it does. Favourite and second favourite is just going completely stagnant. There's no movement at all. So you can see now it did hit my stop loss. Again, very annoying, but you know, that's just the way it goes. I will jump back on the backside here again for another 100, just because it's crossed back over. It was very aggressive, very quick. So I will try and scalp off a quick tick there. Whether it's going to continue, I don't know, so I might just drag this up here. Yeah, it does look like it might just continue to drift off. You know, see, there's not much going on here now. It's just a very frustrating thing, this, when this stuff doesn't really happen. So you can see this one here. It looks like it's probably going to continue drifting. So I feel I made the right decision there by just scratching that trade. See here, the favourite is about to drift past the 4 again. I will put in 2 trades here just to try and scalp off a tick here if it does cross over, because that is the highest point it's been. So you can see here on the 4th fifth here, I definitely made the right call. Had I left that in there hoping, then I would now be in a quite a large, considerable red. You can see now these are drifting off very quickly, and I'm going to exit these here on that basis. It was moving too quick for my liking. I'm going to jump in here on the favourite for 200 because it's taken a fair bit of money. It took like, what was that, £23,000 came in. So you know, you can see that there's real momentum here in this favourite. I'll put an exit point here for first, just to give myself a little bit of green. Hopefully it does cross that mark. It'd be very lovely if it does. It looks like it's probably going to now. Just nudge it over. There we go. I will put my stop loss up here. I probably will just drag it up because there's a minute left on the clock. And I'm actually I'm so tempted now to lay this here, because it's moved a fair whack, and I'm so tempted to lay this with anticipation it's going to drift off again. Also, with only 6 seconds on the clock here, everyone's been backing this now. I have to lay it to get the profit out, and that is going to push the price out again. But you know, I'm just not prepared to do it. But you can see there, I called it again, but I didn't put my money where my mouth is. So at this point here, I'm in quite a nice position. If the favourite wins, I can get £50, or I can just take it out now for £16, right? It's just frustrating that I missed this here, not right now, but before. You know, had I taken that profit there, I would have had 2 horses out of 4, or out of 5, where I could have made a profit if they win. But I will just scratch this off here for £16 profit. And again, same here now. See this third one, this 4th horse here, is coming a long way, and the horses are now going to load up, and so there's a lot of people who are going to be laying this to take out the profit. But horses are literally just loading, and it's just, I haven't got enough time. But yes, I'm glad I called that. I saw that, I called it, and that was a good move. But you know, I should have gone with my gut and gone with the drift back out again. You know, because I could have literally doubled my profit there. But you know, again, that's just the way it goes. You make mistakes in every single race, and it's not a big deal. Just reset the ladder and get back in it. Okay. So now I'll move on to the next race.